Here, cerulean and a touch of fuchsia, full strength, are placed where I know I'll need a dark on the rocks to play against the light in the water. I don't know if this works in every situation, but I find I can read values more correctly if I have a true light and a true dark to compare to. I'm now introducing a closer shoreline behind the trees and in front of the far shoreline. It's way too light in value, but first I want to get the silhouette shape right, then I'll strengthen the value. It's all about getting the values right. This is ultramarine blue and permanent magenta being placed into the wet wash silhouette of the far shoreline, so the darker violet blends softly. Now a neutralized green is mixed with cerulean, gamboge, and a touch of fuchsia. Then apply it to the foliage in the trees. And while I have that mixture on my palette and in my brush, I counterbalance in the water. The reflection of my overhead light is making it hard to see, but I'm finding the large warm tree trunk with negative shape. We'll be able to see this more better. We'll be able to see this more better when the negative shape dries. I'm leaving that in. I want the foliage on the right to blend gradually out of focus, so I'm pre-wetting this area. Then apply the neutral green, burnt sienna, and violet pigment mixed in my palette. Cerulean is added to the cool violet mixture and allowed to blend on the page. The ripple strokes give the water texture, but again, the search is for the right amount. Not enough quickly turns into too many. With my American Journey quarter-inch flat, I'm now lifting a few accents of light on the water. These lifted lights always look good. However, I remind myself of all the times I've loved these little sparkles until I've loved them to death. Look how unfinished the foreground water appears compared to the rest of the painting. Why? That's right, it's value. The foreground has only top half of the value scale from light to middle value, whereas the rocks and trees above the foreground range from light to middle to dark in value. I'm starting the reflections in the foreground water to be a mixture of harder and softer edges. So I'm starting on dry paper. I'll soften many of these edges before the pigment dries. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of changing as I go. Lifting out lights, introducing dark values, changing my mind. The foreground is fairly wet, so I'm searching for the right balance of lights, darks, hard edges, soft edges. Don't be afraid to follow your hunches or change your mind and try something else. Watercolor is easily adjustable while the page and the pigment are wet. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the demo. And as always, thank you for being with Martha and me. See you soon.